Hey everybody, Tim and Julie here for another DC animated original movie, Batman Gotham by Gaslight. So this is what is known as an Elseworlds comic. For those Marvel fans, that's what's known as a what if. But basically, Marvel and DC both have comic books that are basically like, what if something else had happened? Like, because everybody knows, for example, like Superman crash landed in Kansas. Jonathan and Martha Kent found him. He became Superman. So there's a Elseworlds comic called The Nail, which is what if Martha and Jonathan got a nail in their tire and they never found Superman and something else happened in life. So it's basically just like, what if something else happened in the universe? So Gotham by Gaslight is an Elseworlds comic, and it's basically the 1880s. Specifically, I think it's 1889. And it's what if Batman was around for the time of Jack the Ripper. Which Jack the Ripper was a real person,
right.
Really happened, really killed people, like undisputable actual fact. And, I mean, there's been other things, like what if Sherlock was around? And, like, people have always kind of placed fictional characters in real situations. So this is what if Batman was around for Jack the Ripper. So it's a very what if type situation. So, I mean, we've seen Batman in the 60s.
Right.
We've seen Batman in the 90s. We've seen Batman in the 2000s. What if Batman was in the 1880s?
Yeah, because we saw him in the 1943s.
Yeah, and we've seen Batman in the 1940s.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good point. That's great. So what did you think of Gotham by Gaslight?
It was okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I used to read stories from back in that time.
Okay.
So yeah, it was interesting.
Okay. So this is one of those examples. So they've done a lot of these animated movies where they base them off of actual comic books. So like Batman Year One, The Dark Knight Returns, The Red Hood, The Killing Joke, etc. And this is another one where it's based off of a comic book. I have not actually read this comic book. It's by the same guy who wrote Hellboy. So that's kind of interesting. But so this one, I can't really compare it, the book to the movie. I do know, because I Googled it, that the killer is different. It is a different killer from the book to the movie. So for this one, the killer is Commissioner Gordon.
Right.
Which is the big twist.
That was strange.
Because in this movie, we get to see Catwoman, we get to see Harvey Dent, we get to see Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, and Tim Drake, all three Robins, which are the little orphan kids. So that's kind of cool. Hugo Strange makes an appearance. A lot of people make appearances.
Yeah.
Even Poison Ivy makes an appearance.
Ivy was there.
But yeah, so I don't know. For me, I liked it. I thought it was good. It was kind of interesting to just kind of see it like a what if? What if Batman was around?
If all the characters that we're seeing now were
100 years ago.
Yeah.
So, okay. What else? Any other thoughts? What did you?
It was okay.
I think this one was also a rated R one, which I don't know why. This didn't seem like R for me.
13 probably.
Okay. Because there wasn't really nudity. I don't remember a lot of swearing.
No.
Maybe some violence, but I don't know. It didn't jump out as an R for me.
Well, there was a time with Batman or Bruce Wayne and Selena in the carriage.
Oh yeah, which was actually kind of funny to me.
Because they were just covering up for why they were where they were at,
or why they were together. Yeah. Okay. So for you, we haven't done a whole lot of Elseworlds. like we've talked a lot about other realities, like Adam West compared to like Christian Bale.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're both Batman, but one is very 60s, one is very modern.
Right.
This for you is very much an Elseworlds, completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Did it catch you off guard? Was it difficult for you to get into the story, or
No.
like you were like whatever, it's fine?
It was fine. I mean, Batman to me looked fat, well, bigger,
Mm-hmm.
and then the square, almost Lego type
Okay.
figure, face.
Which I think they did on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Because the other thing was the eyes. Like if you notice his eyes, whereas like in most modern Batman, it's like it's all black except for his pupil.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in this one, you could see like the clear cutout for the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was on purpose.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Okay. Anything else was it difficult, or you just jumped right in? You were like, okay, this is what it is.
It was okay because I started seeing all the characters that we have seen and everything. Maybe if they would have, I don't know if they would have, what it would have been like if they had didn't have the characters we're seeing now, but different characters from back in that time period.
Okay.
Since they had Jack the Ripper, and Jack the Ripper isn't in any of the Batmans now, so maybe if they would have gave us different characters.
Okay, I gotcha. That's interesting. Okay. Any other thoughts for this one? No. This is kind of a single shot. Like we'll never see this one again. So, so you enjoyed this one? The Batman versus Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
What did you think about Gordon being the villain?
I thought it was strange.
It was strange. Yeah, I agree with that one. I do.
Because he was always.
He's Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, he's always been a nice guy.
I agree with that one. And that's one of those, like, again, I have not read the book, so I don't know how well it works in the book. But I know in the book it is, without spoiling it, because I might get on Amazon and buy it or something. So without spoiling it, it is somebody else that's the killer. It's not Gordon. So I agree. It is kind of like, oh, that's like out of everybody to choose, like it's kind of weird that you would choose Commissioner Gordon. Okay. Anything else? No. Okay. So for those who have seen this one, specifically for those who have read the book, what did you think the book compared to the movie? Like I said, I've done a lot of reviews over the last couple of years where I'm like, like, for example, The Boys, which is a TV show, or The Umbrella Academy, which is a TV show. I'm like, it's based off of a book, and then I watched the show, and I'm like, maybe I should buy the book and I should read it. This is one of those examples where I was like, I've seen the movie, but I've never actually read the book, so I was like, maybe I should, like, go to Barnes & Noble, maybe I should go to, I doubt it's there. I should go to Amazon, buy the book, and see what they're like. So for those who have read the book, what did you think of comparing the two? What did you think of the movie specifically? Again, like every single one of these, like me, who does not have kids, I haven't specifically thought of any of these as specifically as an R movie. Like The Killing Joke, maybe, but none of these I've been like, oh, that is a hard R. Like all of these are like, maybe not. I don't know. But this one, I mean, it's violent, but it's not over the top. At least to me. But that's the non-parental figure me. So for those who have seen it, what did you guys think? Go ahead, let us know. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and we will see you guys next time.